Looks meaty and moist. And look at those seasonings. Looks like black pepper on it.
We are heading to Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
We're going to the Gulf Coast. It's so beautiful.
It's a beautiful day. A warm, beautiful day, finally.
After a long, cold winter. A couple of real strong freezes, too.
Took our little baby camper out to the coast. Beautiful waterfront.
I'm so happy the summertime is coming. And you're going to find out later on from us that we actually love camping. And our little camping trailer, we've been taking it, I think we've gone through at least 8 states over the last year and probably over a couple thousand miles. Yep, there she is. But we're on our way to Slap Ya Mama's.
Slap Ya Mama's. That's the name of the restaurant. We don't recommend that you do that, but it was a fun place.
And it was recommended by several people that we talked to. And I'll have to tell you honestly, right up front, we were totally amazed by the food at this place.
It was really good.
And this nice atmosphere. A lot of the places on the beach have the same kind of loose, fun, sort of beachy atmosphere, but the people were really nice. The staff was great.
Yeah, I always like sitting outside to eat. This is just like the perfect day to do that.
And they have really nice, nice areas. They had a really good bar area. They had really cute sort of cubicle areas with so large family could sit down.
It's bright and colorful. Lots of old doors and lots of memorabilia with little piggies on the walls, and it was really fun.
And this was only one of 2 so far. Mm-hmm. So they're going to open a 3rd one, I heard.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's what the cook said. Yeah. We got to meet the cook at the end. That was nice. So there we are. We're going outside. Great menu. Great menu.
The menu is a lot of smoked meats, a lot of smoked pork and ribs and chicken. Hey, we're at Slap Your Mama's in Biloxi, Mississippi. We're going to try some piggy nachos. I see pork, cheese, nachos. Lots of stuff going on. Barbecue sauce, special barbecue sauce. And I'm going to dig into it right here. And it looks nice and moist and cheesy. Very, very meaty. Very, very tender, melt in your mouth. You don't even need a teeth to eat it. And it's got some crispy, crunchy pork pieces. The barbecue sauce is sweet and savory. The chips are crunchy, crispy, and the cheese is just perfect. I'm gonna get this big chunk right here. I'm gonna try to get it all in my mouth. Delicious, delicious. This is a meal all on its own. You could just eat this as a meal. Barbecue sauce is slightly sweet. The chips are crunchy and crispy. And the sweetness of the crunchy of the barbecue sauce and the saltiness of the chips is very good. Very delicious. You got your corn and your chips, so that's your vegetable. You got your cheese, your dairy. You got your meat as your pork. The barbecue sauce is so good. I'm not a fan of all barbecue sauces, but this one is really good. There was a guy sitting next to us, a really nice fella. He agreed to talk to us about his experience there, and he loved it.
Hi, I'm Dave Elliott. I'm from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. And I came down here and touring around Biloxi. And I was recommended this place through a friend of mine that I met at the American Legion. This is my dog, Bella.
Bella.
And I came down and we had the wings to start off with. And my friend recommended to have the sausage and sides. The wings were fantastic. They were smoked and then deep fried to perfection. And I shall return.
The trick about this place is that what they do is they spend something like 14 hours smoking their meats, their porks. It really makes it super tender before they deep fry it.
smoked ribs, smoked chicken wings. The chicken wings were smoked, then deep fried. The ribs have a dry rub on it. The beans are good, and the coleslaw, and a big biscuit, and special sauce. Look at this special sauce. Looking good. I don't know what to try first. I think I'm gonna go straight for the ribs. Looks meaty and moist. And look at those seasonings. Looks like black pepper on it.
It was really the best ribs I've ever had in a restaurant.
Yeah, they have really, really good smoky flavor. Smoky. You taste the pork. You take the smoke all the way in. The seasoning is slightly sweet. The pork is salty and meaty and very tender. Very tender and juicy. See why they put extra napkins on the table. And it's juicy and meaty and the fat just comes out. It's a good way. Try some of these beans now, because this looks good.
I thought the beans were going to be kind of bland, but they were so good, just seasoned nicely.
Slightly sweet and savory. A little onion flavor to them. A little brown sugar taste and a little bit of spice and heat to it. Just enough spice and heat to be mildly in the back of your mouth, and it's a perfect amount of spice. It's not too much. Coleslaw is homemade. It's nice and moist. I'll try to get it to my mouth without spilling it.
And the coleslaw was so good.
So fresh tasting.
And sweet. At the same time, probably had that onion powder in it.
Cool, crunchy, fresh cabbage taste with the carrots. It's a little bit sweet. It's nice and crunchy and fresh tasting. I could eat a whole plate of this. Actually, the thing I've been wanting to try the most is these wings, because I think it's so interesting that they smoke them. They smoke them in a smokehouse, and then they deep fry them in a fryer. So they've got a crispy outside, and I think they're going to be smoky and juicy inside.
But you can see how tender it is. Just the way you would sink your teeth into it.
The best of both worlds. You got smoky, tender, juicy meat inside, and crispy, crunchy, fried on the outside. These are really good.
The chicken wings were surprisingly good. They were slow smoked, and then they deep fried them. They were so crispy and crunchy on the outside.
I love that crust. So good. So in conclusion, slap your mama's barbecue is slap your mama good, but don't slap your mama. It's really good. The ribs were tender and juicy and smoky. Chicken wings were exceptionally good because they were smoked with a smoky flavor, tender, juicy, and then they were crispy on the outside because they were just flash deep fried. That was so good. I thought the coleslaw was going to be kind of mushy because it was pretty juicy, but it was just crispy, perfect, perfection, sweetness, creaminess, crunchy, fresh cabbage taste. And the beans were so seriously good. The beans were not just straight beans, they were just seasoned and sweet and juicy and savory. So I highly recommend this place. The beach is right there. They had a kids area inside for the kids. It's very family friendly. The wait staff was very friendly. We enjoyed sitting outside. They also have an inside area and a bar, but it was a lot of fun. I recommend it highly.
Heading home, the sun's going down. Back to Louisiana to Mill Island.
I guess this was the kickoff for our spring series of restaurants. I really want to hit Galveston this spring, hopefully. But we're actually supposed to be heading east up in the mountains too, right?
If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, share, and hit subscribe.
Signing off, treasure hunt travelers.